My generation, I was going to ask you about that song because how did that make it into the movie? Because I know you're in all the franchise movies, but how did they select did you go to them or did they come to you knowing that you were a musician, or how did that work?
This is kind of like almost apropos, because if you've seen Underdeveloped, which is streaming on Tubi and Freevee and Prime, we play producers that are, failed producers all forced to work together, and we are failures. I mean, we are practically going to get fired at every turn. There's, nepotism, favoritism, inequality of pay. And it's similar to how when I did my first album, I booked American Pie, and I asked the producers, hey, can I put a song in the soundtrack? They're like, yeah, no problem. But then like the music supervisor cut me off at the pass, and so it didn't happen. And that happened every time I did an album, every time I did an American Pie film. To the point where when I did the last one, I just was like, okay, I'm not asking them for this favor. They're going to tell me yes because they want me to be happy on set, but they're not going to do it. So I got more, and this is something for you DIY artists. The definition of crazy is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. If you're going out there and you're like recording this song and marketing in this way, and you're not, and you want to achieve something and you're not achieving it, you got to flip the script. So what I did was I was like, okay, that's not working. I've done it for 3 films. It's not working. I can't ask for the favor. So I was like finding out when the rap party was going to be. So I said, hey, where's the rap party venue? They're like, oh, we don't know. So I found a venue that was close by where everyone was staying, and it had a stage on the 3rd level,
right,
of the upstairs. And so I was like, I kind of like finagled into like, I'm going to book a gig maybe on the same night as the rap party. And then as it turned out, they didn't have a venue and they liked the venue that I showed them. So then they booked that venue where I was already booked to play the same night. So I was like, yes. So I played a show for the whole cast and crew. And when I went to the bar to get a drink, one of the directors came up to me. It was Hayden. And he goes, oh, man, you're actually like pretty good. My joke is he told me I didn't suck. So he's like, he's like, do you think you could do like a cover of a song for the soundtrack? Like could you do a cover of Lit? If we wanted your band to do it. And I knew what that meant. That basically meant, oh, in case Lit's too expensive for the master use license, you want to pay me less money. But I was like, I'm down. I could cover Lit. And so I did a cover. I recorded a cover of James' band Laid. And so I like pitched that to them. And then I was like, okay, just let me know. They're like, oh, we're going to go with the original. I'm like, just let me know what you want me to do. I could do anything. And then they picked My Generation off of my like self-titled EP, and they put it in the bar scene when Stifler sticks his fingers in my mouth.
It's amazing.
And I was like, oh, wow. They went from asking for a cover to asking for one of my originals, and then they put it on the soundtrack album. So
very cool. Wow.
It was, 13 years coming, but I didn't give up on it.